Daily Mad News. Mad News. Daily Mad News. Mad News. Daily Mad News. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Madness with your host, F.O. Bezo, live from the headquarters of the Daily Mad News here in London. Okay, so what's the madness for today? Daily Mad News. Donald Trump offers illegal immigrant $1,000 to self-deport. And that's from the BBC with an article written on the 6th of May 2025. So what does it say? The US government is offering migrants who are in the country illegally a sum worth $1,000, which is like £751, and pay travel if they decide to leave the US. Daily Mad News. The article says self-deportation is the most safest and the most cost-effective way to leave the United States to avoid arrest. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem said in the Monday's announcement. So basically, what the article is telling people is that take this money, this $1,000, take it, go back home. Is the best way for us not to arrest you and for you to have a nice plane ticket back home. We're going to pay for your flight and we're going to give you $1,000 pocket money as a go back home package. Daily Mad News. So let's see what CBS say about this.
Offering undocumented migrants free airline tickets and a $1,000 stipend if they self-deport. So CBS News White House reporter Willie James Inman joining us live outside the White House now. So Willie, how would this actually work?
Hey there, Julia. Good to be with you on this Monday afternoon. Well, the Trump administration is looking to deport migrants this way in large part because it would save the government money. That's part of the thinking here. A Department of Homeland Security official explained that it costs about $17,000 to find and apprehend a migrant who is undocumented here in the United States and deport them. So this could potentially save the government thousands of dollars per person. And the president.
So basically what they're saying, the main reason why they want to send people back home is that, point number one, they think that it is necessary for them to send them back home because it's saving the country a lot of money. So for example, for them to locate one illegal immigrant, they spend something like $17,000. So that's for them to use ICE or the immigration or deportation agency that they use to deport one illegal immigrant. It costs them like $17,000. So in order for the government to save $16,000, they're offering you $1,000 to self-deport. Think about that for a second. Daily Mad News. Let's continue with this.
The president spoke about this earlier today. Listen.
But what we thought we'd do is a self-deport, where we're going to pay each one a certain amount of money, and we're going to get them a beautiful flight back to where they came from, and they have a period of time. And if they make it, we're going to work with them so that maybe someday, with a little work, they can come back in if they're good people, if they're the kind of people that we want in our company, industrious people that could love our country. And if they're not, they won't.
Wait. Let's digest that. We're going to deport you, give you $1,000. If you make it and you have money and we think you're industrious enough, we will see if we can take you back in. But just take that $1,000 and go home. Okay. Let's go on.
Now, the way that migrants can sign up for this program is by using the CBP Home app. That is the app that was used under the Biden administration for migrants to register themselves here, so they could be, the government could have information about them and their status here in the United States. But the Trump administration is using this as a way for migrants to not only register themselves, but to self-deport as well. So.
Hold on a second. So they created this app for undocumented migrants for them to be able to know where they are. So, I mean, probably the whole idea is that we need to know who you are, where you are. So in case you're doing your papers, you'll be able to use the reference number in your application. But now they flipped it back because now they're only going to look through the databases of every single illegal immigrant that have downloaded the app and start using it to deport them.
So the government looking to save some money here, looking to collect some information from those undocumented migrants. And I'll add that the effort to deport migrants has really been slowed by the courts. We've seen the Trump administration try to deport migrants in different ways, using the Alien Enemies Act, for instance. But this way in particular...
Alien Enemies Act. So let's go deeper into that. So let's go through Alien Enemies Act. So Alien Enemies Act. So maybe 1978 Alien Enemies, and maybe that's what they're talking about. Alien Enemies Act. So the alien, let me see if we can make this bigger. So the Alien Enemies Act of 1978, was one of the 4 laws collectively known as the Alien and Sedition Act. It granted the president the power to arrest, relocate, or deport male aliens of enemy countries in times of war, specifically targeting those over 14 years of what? Daily News. Let's have a look at this again. The Alien Enemies Act of 1798 was one of the 4 laws collectively known as the Alien and Sedition Act. So it's an act. It granted the president the power to arrest, relocate, or deport male aliens of enemy countries in time of war. So male aliens of enemy countries in time of war, specifically targeting those over 14 years old. This act was primarily used to address concern about potential espionage and support for enemies during wartime, enemy nations during wartime. So basically, this act was used to take all men or male child over the age of 14. The president, give president the right to arrest, relocate, and deport them. Okay, I think we have to look more into this. Daily News. This is what I think here. I think Trump offering illegal immigrant $1,000 to self-deport, I think it's based on few reasons. Point number 1, they want to save money. I mean, if it's in time of war, they will rather spend money on building the defenses, spend money on military, than obviously waste money, because they see it as a waste of money for an illegal immigrant to be in the country using their amenities but not bringing in money, because obviously they're not really paying taxes because they're not documented migrant. So this is as if they spend $17,500 to deport one illegal immigrant, it will make them money by offering them money to self-deport. Okay. 2, political messaging. I think by doing this, by saying, I'm offering you money to go back home, still reinforce the fact that it's deporting you, but it's still letting people know that, okay, I'm not being an evil person, because what it's doing is using the media and optics to let people understand that before I was deporting people and taking them anyhow, now I'm giving you $1,000 to go back home. Because if you're not taking it, I've given you the option first, you're not taking it, so it's not left to you. Now, he also talk about, it makes people think that at least he's giving them a voluntary compliance, that okay, I've given you the options for you to go back home. It's not left to you to take the $1,000, or I catch you, you don't take nothing back. Do you understand the mental dichotomy that gives people in Daily Mad News? This is why I also think that Donald Trump is doing this. Remember, we just have a look at this law, the law that we looked at earlier. Yeah, we just had a look at this law, the enemies, the Alien Enemies Act of 1978, which is one of the 4 laws. Remember, it gives the president power to arrest, relocate, and deport male enemy countries. Now, Donald Trump, yeah, in this same week, remember, this news is on the 5th of July, yeah? This news is on the 5th of July, 2025. And the other one, this news is on the 6th of July, 2025. So, he knows what he's doing. This news, the day before, is saying he wants to open Alcatraz as a prison, yeah? And we all know, I mean, we have to check the history of Alcatraz. Maybe I will do it in my next video. Yeah, we have to check the history of Alcatraz. So basically, I think this is one of the things that Donald Trump is doing. He's basically telling people, take the $1,000 or go home, or I catch you, I'll put you in Alcatraz. Which one do you want? Do you want to take the $1,000, or do you want to go to Alcatraz? That's the offer Donald Trump is giving people now. But people don't get it. Okay, now listen a second. What options does an illegal immigrant have at the moment? I think, for me personally, this is first choice or coercion. I mean, they've been given a false choice. They've been coerced to do this, which is not right. I mean, somebody that's running from famine, persecution, because you have to understand that most of these illegal immigrants, they're not all economical migrants. Most of them are running from persecution, they're running from death, they're running from war, they're running from a lot of things. So now you want to give them $1,000 to die back. Me personally, I won't take it. But I think it's a coercion for a lot of people. But what about people that have been there for a long time, going through the processes of doing the papers? I think is a high risk and no reward. People that don't know anything, that can't eat, can't survive, they will take it, because especially people with that their economy is very bad. Somebody will take $1,000 now in some country that the exchange is really poor. That will mean a lot of things to them. Do you know what I mean? So I think there's a high risk and low reward in that perspective, because you have to understand that many of these illegal immigrants have built years into this. They have spent years of their life to create a new life in America. Some of them even got family, jobs, homes. Some of them have got cars. They've got like a new life that they're doing, that they're making more than even that $1,000 a day. Now, Donald Trump is offering $1,000 to send you back home. I mean, who wants to take that? Now, you have to also understand that there's a legal and emotional consequences to this. Okay, let me give you an instance. Mr. A has been in America for the past 9 years. So, Mr. A has been in America for the past 9 years. And this Mr. A has been putting works in, get lawyers, he's been putting a lot of things in to get his papers in. And on the 9th year, you want to give him $1,000 to go back home. Obviously, he's not going to take it, you know. So for me personally, I think $1,000 is too small. I mean, if it's costing $17,000 to give to the illegal immigrants, why not give the illegal immigrant the $17,000, or give them $10,000 each? I'm sure a lot of people will take that up and go back. So my overall view is, it's an effective policy for cost and optics, and to create a standpoint that he is a man that is strong, is serious, is giving you option, but ethically is great and practically is very risky. And I think there's gonna be a lot of legal backlash on this. A lot of lawyers is gonna take that up. So, and this is what I think. I mean, let me know your opinion. Leave a like and comment, and let me know what you think. And if you like what I do and you like the Daily Mad News, make sure you like and subscribe to the Daily Mad News. It's your boy FOB, and now I'm out. Daily Mad News. Mad News. Daily Mad News. Mad News. Daily Mad News.